Okay, so I don't know about you guys. Wait, am I? Yeah, I'm full screen. I don't know about you guys. Wait, I'm not. Now I am. There we go. So I don't know about you guys, um, but I have a couple of mods on. Of course, I have a shader pack on that makes it look really nice. But I'm also going to be using a mod while playing. This mod, some of you might have heard about it. It's called Distant Horizons. Now, what it basically does, it extends the distance that your world gets rendered at past the designated like chunk that your world gets loaded at. So it registers it as an LOD render distance. So it's basically a low resolution chunks that keep on going. So I don't know if I'm explaining it properly, but my normal chunk render distance is at 26. So that's normal game render distance. But then the distant horizons, is loaded at 256. Now I'm gonna turn this off for just a second. Ooh, fuck! I just fucked that up. Um, okay, never mind. I'm just gonna turn it back on. Don't turn it off while playing games. What this is basically what it allows. Where I don't really have a zoom with this. Actually, let me quickly get what are they called? Spectacles. Spectacles. Um, tele. I don't know what they're called. But basically, what it allows is past the 26 chunk render distance that my game runs at, it goes to 256 chunks. So you do need a relatively good PC to run it. So that's why I had to drop my chunk distance or regular chunk loader down because my PC is great, but that's not amazing. So you can see like in the distance over there, it's not as good as a quality, but when playing normally, it just you can just see forever. But if you move really fast, it gets a little bit like choppy, if that makes sense. But that's because I have the CPU usage unbalanced. I can set it a bit lower, but it'll load a bit slower, so it's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing like this, so I'll be able to see most things to 26 chunks, but then I'll be able to see a lot, and I mean a lot further. I don't know if the server will allow it because I did try using it before, like the server turned off, and it didn't really work that well. But yeah, let's hope it works there. You can see, oh, you can see really, really far. But yeah, let's hope this works out. Oh yeah, the shader, of course, makes it look immaculate. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna. No, that's wrong. I'm still gonna be running the recording for a little bit, so I'm actually flying up to the mountain. You can see it stutters a little bit, but when you do get up here, it does take a second sometimes to load stuff, especially when you start the game. But other than that, it runs really, really nice. So, like there in the distance, you can clearly see the difference between where there's like proper textures loaded and like the LOD textures loaded. So it's not as like graphically intense as running 256 of proper chunks. There are every now and then some like rendering bugs, so some things don't properly render like that. You can see, but I think that's something to do with my FOV as well, because you can see like it stretches it out at the side a little bit. I don't know what's going on. Oh, see, this is also a part that's not properly been loaded. It's still in beta. It doesn't work perfectly. I am aware of that, but it is still a very very nice mod to have, because even though it doesn't always work perfectly, just because you're not always going to be looking at the horizon, that's just a fact. You're going to be busy building or running around playing with other people and talking and stuff. But ooh, that's cool. See, it's stuff like that you wouldn't be able to see now. Wouldn't be able to see now. But yeah, I hope some of you will be able to play it as well. I know Dylan, you'll be down for it 100%. But yeah, that's Distance Horizon for you guys. I'm doing a terrible job of explaining it, by the way. There's a lot of great videos on YouTube explaining exactly how the things work and showcasing it a lot better. And some of these guys have amazing PCs. Like it's like crazy to see how far these render distance can go. But yeah, that's Distant Horizons. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to stop the recording there, but I'm gonna cut it a little bit. I finally got it. It's called a spyglass. That's what I was looking for. So here you can see the different textures, but as soon as you go past a specific point, you can see it like the textures sort of end. And that's a very good example of how these things work, where it'll have the proper textures here, and then oh, it actually renders it if I go with a spyglass, but it will change the quality of the chunk, so it's not as intense as running 256 properly loaded chunks constantly, which very few. I don't think any computers can actually do that the way that Minecraft runs its systems. But yeah, that's a proper way. It still looks really great, especially with like that. Wow, that's really cool. Now I'm impressing myself. But yeah, that's Distance Horizon. Now I'm done. I promise. Okay, I'm not done completely yet. So I quickly put on an elytra. So this is just a showcase that of what it looks like. You'll see it gets a little bit choppy, especially if you move really fast. But the shader makes it look absolutely beautiful. So yeah, that's you'll see it takes a second to load it, especially if you move that fast. But that's because I set the CPU speed to really low. I can set it higher and it'll get even more choppy. So especially if it's coming in one direction. Yeah, freezes every second or two. But like I think the further you move away, like it has a saving like feature. So the further you move away, it says all that distance stuff, and that's like a bit too much. So I might actually have to change that a bit in the settings because that's sort of unnecessary to do. Oh, okay, let me. I just want to fly with the Elytra. Let me. There you go. Now it's getting really dark. I'm absolutely amazing. Just ignore the chop. Wow, that looks great. If you do give it a second, a lot of the stuff. Ooh, hello. Okay. Like there, you can see a lot of stuff I've already loaded in. So, oh, okay. And now that like most of the stuff has already loaded in, there's no choppiness. I'm running at a constant like 75 frames a second. It's not that much. I can run it higher, but with all these different things running in the background, I do have some like client-side mods as well, like the mini map that you're seeing as stuff like that. So yeah, creeper. Oh man. Sorry, but yeah, normal playing like this. If I don't fly around with an elytra constantly, which I don't believe will happen for hopefully a bit. All of us will just have to run around for quite a while, hopefully. It all runs pretty smoothly. But yeah, that's the one. Now I'm done. I promise.